when you are very attached to an outcome and you desperately want something, and it's to the point where it is kind of raising your stress levels and you are dependent on it or attached to the outcome, it boosts stress and it boosts cortisol. And that actually narrows your perception and which gives you a sort of tunnel vision and actually blocks you from being able to perceive or be aware of alternate pathways and alternate routes, which is one reason why it can block you from getting it. Because a lot of times, we'll have a goal and we have something that we want to accomplish. And I know for me personally, I had a goal and I had to be very open to alternate pathways in my life. I had to be very open to okay, and we'll go down the road and maybe this road isn't it and we'll take a different road. But being able to be open to alternate pathways, that actually you're less able to do that and you're less open-minded and you have more of tunnel vision whenever you are kind of desperately attached to something. And also whenever we are chronically stressed, that puts us in fight or flight. And when the nervous system's dysregulated, it becomes way harder to rewire your brain. And I like to use the analogy of a kid in a classroom. Like if you're a kid in a classroom and you are being bullied by every single student, it's going to be really hard to pay attention to the teacher and actually learn what's being said. But if you feel safe in that classroom, the kid can actually feel safe to learn and pay attention to the teacher and absorb what's being said. And it works the same way in our lives. Like if we're feeling stressed and anxious all the time, it's really going to be difficult to be focused on whatever goal that we have. And so that's another kind of piece of it. And then there's another piece of it, which is sort of this incubation effect in the brain. And I'm sure you've noticed that if you're sitting there and you're thinking about a problem or a challenge or you're wanting an answer to something and you can't necessarily think of the way of the answer.